Hi my friend, this is Celestia. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna do something different. We are looking into your shadows, your villain energy. Recently, I get the overwhelming sense that we are entering a more harmonious, balanced era. Meaning that not only we're sending you love and light, we're also celebrating your shadow and recognize that the point of this life is to create harmony. And to have harmony, we need the yin and the yang. We need the masculine and the feminine. And when it's balanced, that's when we are one with our own energy. I'm more resonate with the idea that I'm here to bring you harmony, to show you light and the darkness. And know that the light can only shine through the darkness. If it's only light, then you cannot see light anymore. It is. It's like we don't see the air. It's just here. This reading is dedicated to you so that we can celebrate your shadow and see how you can use your shadow side to advance your life, to get onto your life purpose and fulfill your role in this lifetime. As always, you're gonna have 3 piles to choose from. You're going to look at the 3 images and see which one resonates with you. Or you can think of number 1, 2, 3 and click on the correlated timestamp in the description box. And I will see you at your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you pick this image, this is your reading. From your tarot cards, I see that people sometimes think that you are isolating yourself. You don't go out as much. You reject people's invitation. They sometimes think they want to involve you in a group, but you are too busy. Maybe you are actually really busy with your work. You're very focused on doing your thing. You might have many interests and you don't have the time to please everyone. You're not a people pleaser, pile 1. You are not afraid to reject people's invitation, even though they want you so much. I'm not just talking about romantic life. I'm talking about friendship too. You are selective on who you hang out with. You tell people like, I am really busy. I'm sorry. Maybe next time I will try to make it, but you don't sugarcoat. Some people are jealous and they talk about you on your back. They think you're difficult, but you're literally busy. I also see that you don't just accept any offer. You are very picky on where you put your energy into because you know that your time, energy, your attention are your most valuable assets. They are precious to you and you want to be focused when you want to do something. If you're not interested, you don't even bother. And there might be people who want to offer you romantic interest, but you are not even willing to entertain it because they didn't come off right or your energy doesn't vibe. You are selective. As a result, some people may think that you are high maintenance, and that is totally okay. That is totally okay. From your perspective, I see that you are being selective. You are a productive being and you are very intuitive. You can tell, okay, this group of people I'm going to vibe with, I can learn from them, and I also have something to offer. Versus that group of people, I like what they do, but I will get bored if I go to their parties all the time. So you pick and choose. And you don't go to every invitation. I wouldn't call this a shadow. This is telling me that you know who you are, you know what you value, you take care of yourself first and above anyone. I also see that you're not afraid to be alone, to figure your things out. You like to analyze, you like to plan, you like to meditate maybe, and think things through thoroughly. With 4 of Pentacles reversed, I see that some people may think that you are greedy, but in fact, you are ambitious. You set yourself a goal that may be seen as so over the top by some people, but to you, they're just mundane, they're boring, they don't have aspiration in life, versus you have a lot of goals. You have places you want to go, you have food you want to eat, you want to travel, you like to have a lot of life experience, and you know how important money is. There's so many people in this world have money blockage. They think money as evil. I've heard people say that they'd rather be poor and happy versus rich and sad. That's such a funny statement. Why do you want to be happy and rich? Why do you have to be poor and rich? I have a realization very recently that the reason why we want to achieve our financial goal is that money and assets can accelerate our life experience. Think about if you don't have many resources, you don't have a lot of money, you have only so much that you can experience. Versus if you are abundant, you have a network of people that can help you. You can pull people's energy, you can learn from each other and accelerate whatever journey you're on so much faster. I see that you understand this concept, and that's why you put your energy and your money on the area that you think is important. You are not greedy at all, and you are not stingy. I see you invest in yourself and in the area you deem important. For example, if you think look nice is important, then you're gonna buy that beautiful outfit. If you think attaining particular skill is good for your growth, then you're going to buy that course and study. You are a particular person, and I see that a lot of your decisions are guided by your intuition. You are very connected with your divine feminine. You are very connected with spirit. You even look for ways to enhance your spiritual abilities. You've done a lot of different modalities to grow spiritually above the mundane day-to-day life. With Ace of Swords, I see that some people think you restrict yourself, you have a lot of rules, or you live within a frame. You even impose rules on others. You may be vocal about what you like, what you don't like. You may tell people that certain behavior make you uncomfortable. That's just other people's perspective. And how other people think of you is a projection of themselves. They rather you be a certain way, and the way you're acting is bothering them. However, I do agree with posing firm boundary. You are not limiting yourself. They don't understand. The people who ever judge you don't understand that you live that certain way because you understand how this world works. I see you use what you learn and what you've observed as your guidebook to navigate your life. You, for example, are not going to just give up looking good. Maybe you always try to be presentable. Maybe you really care how your hair looks like. If your skin is moisturized, you take care of yourself. And some people think you're overdoing it, but they don't understand that there is science behind what you do, and you actually understand how this world works better than them. And I also see that with the Judgment card, you have gone through maybe several major chapters with your life. You've evaluated how you've done, you've learned your life lesson, and used those lessons to help you live your life now. Some of these lessons, maybe you keep it to yourself, you don't share it to other people because people are gonna judge you based on what you say because it's not particularly aligned with the popular society's agenda. But you know it's right, and you're following your path. Another thing I see, you may think that it's your shadow, is you do a lot of study. This card come out reversed, by the way, 2 of Wands. You study a lot, you analyze, you strategize a lot, and sometimes you may wondering if you're procrastinating, why you haven't been putting it into action. What I see is, notice that the 3 of Wands came out after the 2 of Wands reversed. This shows me that you spend a lot of time planning. This is because you pay attention to detail. Not only you gather information from the mundane, you also harvest information from the divine. You ask spirit for help. When you plan something, it's holistic. You do your planning very thoroughly. And that's why it seems like it's taking longer than other people. But with the 3 of Wands, I see that once you decide you're going to be embarking that journey, your action is fast. Wine is quite fast energy. energy. And I don't see anyone stopping you once you've made up your mind. People may say things here and there. Maybe you even ask yourself in a certain way because you might be quite aware. You are sensitive on how people perceive you. You don't want to be seen like stingy or overambitious or money chaser, or you don't want to see being a loner or being arrogant in any way. However, I do see that you are a doer. You are an incredible thinker and you are a doer. And when you think, look, you got number 2 and number 20. Both these numbers reduced to 2. And you have 2 of wands. 2 may be important to you. It's about harmony. Number 2 is about harmony. And I see that when you consider your situation, you look at the light and the shadow. Look at the pillars on the High Priestess card. You look for a harmonious solution. I can see that people misunderstand you, and sometimes you feel bad about yourself for behaving a certain way or having certain thoughts. But know that when I was pulling out your oracle card, you got success and thriving. These cards are showing me that you are on the way to success. I always say that this card is not just about external success, but also about internal fulfillment. You, by trusting your intuition and aligning with your own value, you are going to have the fulfillment that you crave for, your soul deserve. And this is the path that you are on. You're onto a path of success. Not everyone's going to understand where you're going, how you're getting there, because they have doubts, because you're doing it in an unconventional way, but you are being yourself. You know, when we are done with this life, there's nobody up there waiting for us to judge us. Creator don't judge, they don't condemn, they don't punish. Those are humans' imagination. Someone somehow make those concepts up to control other people. But that's not the truth. The truth is you are following your heart. You are doing the work. You are aligning with your value. That's the most important thing. And once you start doing that, you are going to see your success. It's just a matter of time. And I see with the thriving card along with the judgment that you've definitely went through difficult times and you've learned your lesson. And Spirit is showing me that you have already demonstrated your skill to overcome your obstacles. You have already turned around your situation. Now is the time to be bold, to follow your intuition, to follow your passion, and make that thing you want into reality. Trying to think what could be something that you want. But first and foremost, I think you want to be yourself. You are letting go of your old paradigm, of your old crowd with the 3 of Cups come out reverse. You're willing to let those people go. People in your past life, people before your transition, before your new life. You find them not resonating with you, you will politely let them go. Then everyone is happier. And then with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, you get number 44, Thinker, and number 28, Building Blocks, reversed. These cards are showing me that, first of all, with the Thinker, number 44, you are intelligent, you're an incredible thinker. Spirit is saying that you have all the evidence there is to make your decision. Just think it through and you will be okay. And don't be hard on yourself if you think you're thinking through for too long. There's no too long. Make sure you're doing the right thing. You might have made mistakes before. You might have made a decision, took action, but it doesn't pay off. And that's why you're taking longer, making sure that all the nitty-gritty details tie to each other so you don't make the same mistakes again. This is because you've learned from your past mistakes. You should be proud of yourself. Stay in your energy. Don't let other people disrupt you. Be the thinker and be the controller of your life. With building blocks come out reversed, this card is showing me that there are things in your life don't align with you. This could be the 3 of Cups come out reversed, that your old group of people don't align with you anymore. There could be certain relationship don't resonate with you, or it's not perfect. Not all the value align with what you want. Then Spirit is telling you that just tell them, be honest. Don't lie, don't cheat. Be frank, do the best for everybody involved. It might be painful to express something, but it doesn't have to be hurtful. We can learn to express ourselves in the most genuine and sincere way, so that even though the other person is being rejected, they know that we are being honest, being authentic, and they will appreciate that. This card is also showing me another scenario that you may have building blocks in your thinking, and that's why you haven't taken action with the Two of Wands come out reversed. And Spirit's saying that you're going to identify those building blocks soon. It's important to relax so the information can flow through you. If you're constantly thinking about why it doesn't work out, or you're constantly blaming yourself, blaming other people, or even Spirit, you are blocking your mental space so the new download cannot come in. When you have negative thoughts, observe those thoughts, let it go. Gradually, you will make room for new thoughts to come in. And that's how you get rid of those building blocks and think through and figure out your path going forward, part one. I hope this reading makes sense. I'm really excited to you because at the end of the day, what's important is know that you are on the way to success and you are thriving. Don't be hard on yourself. You're doing so well. We all have our shadow, and we are here to work with both our light and our shadow. I'm thinking it might be good that we just be frank with everybody. Listen, this is my shadow. I'm working through it. If you observe anything, be frank with me, tell me, and I will work on it. That might be a way that you can navigate how you can overcome your shadow. But I think your shadow are there to protect you so that you can focus on what's important for you. Because I see that you are definitely working on something that's aligned with your life purpose that will bring your fulfillment. And you have your standard with the Ace of Swords. You don't want to lower it. And if you are experiencing your second chance, for example, wherever that second chance is coming from, maybe you have a new job, maybe you're in a new relationship, remember what's important to you. Communicate it and see if you can work it out. If not, you can always embark a new journey, find a new partner. This life is about the journey. It's about the learning process. I actually saw a clip from Kim Kardashian. I thought it was really funny. She was saying that baby is here to stay forever, but marriages come and go. I definitely think there's truth to that. And you seem to understand that, like marriage, friendship, jobs, things will change, things will evolve, and you're ready. You are here to learn this journey, especially with the Judgment card. I've seen that you've already went through major life cycles. So yeah, part one, I'm very proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Be yourself, and success is waiting for you. This is what I have for you today. I hope it makes sense. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, pal 2. If you pick this image, this is your reading. Let's just say that you have some strong energy that's very, very powerful. With the Devil, I see that you are a magnet. You have the superpower of attracting people to you, and some people may even think you're manipulative. It's easy for you to approach people with your ideas and get people on board. Maybe you're really good at fundraising or attracting donations, something along the line that people want to give to you and they can't help themselves. Some people may think that you are ultra attractive. They think that you are seductive. It's not a love reading, but that's just the energy that we're getting here with the Devil. People cannot help themselves when they're around you. Their thoughts just go wild. That is one of your villain energy. I can see that you're aware of this, of yourself, and you probably from time to time use it to your advantage too. You think this is up to you, how things go, because you have full control of the situation. With the Justice come out reverse and the Moon card, even with the Devil, it shows me that you can be secretive. Maybe you have Scorpio on your chart. You are hard to read. People think there are many layers of you. They peel one layer, they realize there's another one, almost like an onion, except that you are a magnet. people attract to you helplessly. With justice come on reversed, it can mean that you don't show all the cards in your hand. You redraw information and people don't know where you're going with things. You don't just tell everyone what you think. You always have a little room for yourself. You give yourself space to withdraw, to change your mind. You don't seem to be ultra decisive. You may say probably, likely, almost, but you are not always absolute completely when you are speaking. Like, you know that things can shift, and when you communicate, you come across as you know that things might change, and I want to leave room for myself. With the moon card, it shows me that you trust your intuition. You have this mysterious energy, almost like a Scorpio, and you shapeshift. You change how you look, how you present yourself, how you act. People have a hard time fully understand you. It's probably better that way. It's up to you how you want to present yourself, how you want to go about your life. I don't know why people want to study you so much, but it seems like you are a very attractive person. A lot of people attract to your energy, and it's not all rainbow sunshine. You do have your darkness, and this darkness is so attractive. Ooh. With King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles come out reversed, it shows me that you are not doing what the tradition, the society is expecting you to do. You may have picked an unconventional route. You may quit your traditional career and is doing something totally different. And while doing it, you gave up some of your financial stability. And a lot of people don't understand why you would choose that. Because it seems like with King of Pentacles, you came from a abundance background, and if you were to keep that route, you will be considered successful on the earthly definition. You will be generating a lot of financial abundance for yourself and for your family, but you purposefully choose the other route. Not everyone understands you, and you may not even bother to explain to other people, because this King of Pentacles is not very talkative. He keeps things to himself. He know who he is, he know what he wants, and he keep it that way. It seems like you have your inner circle. Even within your inner circle, not everyone understand why you picked the thing that you picked. And with Ace of Pentacles come out reverse, it seems like whatever you're picking as your project or your focus maybe seems risky. You have a trajectory. If you were to continue, it's 99% you will reach your financial goal or your family's expectation. But you are at a place where you're ready for challenge. You want that excitement. You might have gotten bored by how routine your life was before you go onto this new path. And I see that with you going to this new path, pivot your trajectory, you are unleashing your power. And this power can be seen as shadow to some people. And the interesting thing is, Pal 2, you are the judge for your life. There might be a lot of judgments around you. People say things in front of you, behind you, but know that at the end of the day, it's what you think of yourself. How much you approve your life matter the most. It's not the government, it's not the church, it's not your parents, it's not your friends, or even your spouse. At the end of the day, you have to ask your heart, ask your inner self, ask you that if you're feeling fulfilled, if you are happy with how you're living your life, how you're going, even though you're giving away a lot of stabilities, you're letting go of your past, it is okay. We are on earth to experience growth on the soul level, on the physical level, on your mental. I know that you're learning, you're putting the work because you get quite a few major arcanas. It shows me that you are quite a character. People look up to you. There are people who are inspired by you, who admire you, and they watch you up close or far. But there are plenty of people look at your social media and they want to know what is Pal 2 up to. You may even have people coming to you be like, Pal 2, stop doing this unconventional route. Come back and do this thing with me. You have received offerings for maintaining worldly opportunities, but you rejected it. Nonetheless, you get 10 of Wands and Ace of Wands. These two cards show me that you came from a place with a lot of burden. You have a history. Maybe your family have really strong value. They have a lot of expectation on you. Maybe you came from a certain image. Your environment, your society, or the culture has a lot of expectations. They just perceive you a certain way, and you felt the burden that you were carrying. Not all these burden or pressure are yours to carry, but somehow society or the culture expect you to accept that that was your life. And you actually were like, bling, actually, I could have chosen my own life. And from now on, that's what I'm going to do. You have already made your choice, and your choice was to embark this new journey, to be guided by your intuition. You are in tune with your inner voice. You are not afraid to try things that you never tried before. The last tarot card that you got is Seven of Cups, came out reversed. This card is showing me that on your journey to your next goal or your next milestone, there are people, environment, things that distract you. And you have to constantly fight those distractions. Sometimes it may be personal, like self-limitation thoughts, beliefs that don't serve you anymore. Sometimes it's some habit that's self-sabotaging you. You are aware of those and you are working through them. Know that there's a process. You may not there yet. You may not at your most ideal environment or scenario, your way of living. But I see that you have a grand plan that not everyone understands. You may even feel confused from time to time. You may even have doubt that, is this what I really am going to do? Because you are facing so much resistance along the way. But know that this is the experience. This is something that you are meant to work through. Either way, whether you go back to your old world or continue this unconventional path, there are so much lesson to learn. Know that either way your life will be okay. Maybe this way that you're living, this new way that you're living will take some time to get to where you want to get or even catch up to where you are. But by choosing this new path, it seems like a self-healing journey. Because you came from the 10 of Wands and you're going to the Ace of Wands. You've gone through the full circle. You knew that whatever the old lifestyle was not working for you. And you realize that you have the resource or you can embark your own journey. You can do these things on your own now. So you're in the process of getting rid of what doesn't serve you and focusing on new ideas. Now let's look at the oracle cards you get. You get number 32, Here and Now, came out reversed. Number 35, Loyal Hearts, Stand Still and Trust. You might be in the age between 32 and 35. You might be in your mid-30s. These oracle cards are spirit, your higher self's message for you. With 32 come out reversed, Spirit wants to remind you from time to time, you forget that there's only here and now. You have those doubts and it's because of your past. And you also have doubts because you're worried about your future. But know that it's the right here, right now that matters the most. If you're giving your best, you are doing the best that you can. Even though it may not be as good as tomorrow or a year from now, you are building your skill one step at a time. Especially when you're pivoting to a new career, you're doing something completely different, you're changing your lifestyle, time zone, locations. Know that it takes time to rebuild your community, to learn a new language, to acquire a new skill. It is right now that the effort that you put in the most important. How you spend every minute right now will help you set up your life in the future. So from time to time, remember to meditate. Remember that you are here and now. Don't spend too much time dream about the future. Don't drown in your past. You have so much you want to accomplish and you need to put the effort in right now. With number 35, Loyal Heart come out reversed. It may mean that you have been through a heartbreak. Someone was disloyal to you. You were deceived. You were cheated on. You were lied to. And Spirit is showing us that just because you're past, just because you have that experience, it doesn't mean that everyone's gonna come from a hurtful place. You are still supposed to live from love and give everyone the benefit of doubt until they approve otherwise. It may also mean that your old beliefs, your old way of living, lifestyle doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't fit into your current life purpose or your current pursuit. And it is okay to change things up, to let go of the old, let go of what no longer serves you, because every day, every moment, you can reinvent yourself anew. Keep a growth mindset. Be in the present moment. Focus on what you're creating right now. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of energy. It is a rather difficult period. Your idea has not manifested into reality yet. A lot of people will be so proud of you, rooting for you if they can see that thing that you're creating. But right now, because it's just an Ace of One, it's just the very beginning of this project or whatever you are doing. And because they are living your old paradigm, they definitely cannot see it. It's impossible for them. Maybe you're creating something that just doesn't exist right now on this planet. You are called to believe in yourself. If there's nobody you can turn to, look for help, therapists, go on retreats, or find like-minded community. Maybe you have to travel a bit to find people that are supportive or on the same life path, but know that there are people out there. You are really not alone. At the end of the day, we are all connected. Most importantly, you have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself. It will be helpful if you get into practice or look for ways. There are a lot of videos on YouTube help you to connect with your inner self, with your higher self. And that's where you're going to draw your energy. Know that your soul, your spirit exists in all dimensions. This is the third dimension, but your spirit is also in the fifth, in the fourth, in the sixth, in the ninth. You can channel all this energy if you're at the right place, if you practice. Right now is the time to lean into that fourth, so you can gain some sense of security in this uncertainty. The last two oracle cards you got are Stand Still and Trust. For Stand Still, it's telling us that it is okay to take a rest. It is okay to not do. You might come from a background of achieving, practicing, doing things all the time. But right now, because you're transitioning, you're creating something brand new, you're pivoting your paradigm, it is okay to take some time to yourself, to really in tune with your inner self. I think whatever you're doing, unless you're so sure with yourself, you might be hard to find external support. And the spirit is showing me that you need to trust yourself first and foremost so you can get to where you are. And when you get there, it will be such a sense of fulfillment because you did it on your own. In your reading, it doesn't show me that your community is your major focus. There are rather opportunities or people that you can use to achieve your goal, or they can be a distraction. So most importantly, be in tune with your spirit, with your heart, so you know where you are going to go, how are you going to take your action. And it's okay. It is totally okay to take some time off. Just be. And with trust, this is an interesting card because there's a desert, and in front of the desert there's palm tree and water. This is pretty much a mirage, but this exists. You are, like I said, you're creating something that's unimaginable. There are not many examples out there. It may require you to be your own cheerleader so you can get to that place. You're telling people, this is what I want to do. This is my idea. People will be like, oh, that's great. But then they're like, how though? It's not anything that existed. You're going to meet so much resistance. People are not ready. Maybe because of the technology. Maybe it's the regulation. Maybe it's just the culture. But you are going to create an oasis in the desert. That's what this is showing me. And you are called to trust. Trust your intuition, trust your dream. We are human, but we are also the expression of God. God's energy expressed through our experience, through our feeling. Trust that you are a part of God. No matter what, you are being protected. Even though your dream seems so wild, you can do it. You just need to give it time to give yourself nourishment. Listen, I'm not even saying that you have to work really hard, because from your pile is not what I'm seeing. But what I'm seeing is right now, because you're going through a major transition and you are facing a lot of resistance, people may even say things that hurtful, mean to you, because they just don't understand. They cannot see your vision. But that's okay. Your vision is for you to hold on to. So 10 years, 20 years from now, you can be like, look, this is what I've been telling you all along, and this is it. And only then those people will get it. But let them be. You can only help people who are seeking help, who are seeking your help. So don't give yourself too much pressure. Stay focused. Let go of the past and really focus on here and now. Universe is appreciating your courage to embarking this journey. Not everyone is willing to give up their financial stability, the privilege in their life to embark this new journey to show world 0 to 1. That's how I'm seeing with your pile, that you're creating something that's non-existent into existence. That's a huge project. You should be proud of yourself. Know that even no one's supporting you, Celestia is here, and that's why I'm doing this reading. Your villain energy is to harness all your power, the light and the shadow, to create something that's so powerful that can elevate us and open our perspective and bring so much goodness to this world. So stay on your path, stay in your power, Pile 2. I hope this reading resonated. I hope it makes sense. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you picked this image, this is your reading. Hi, Pile 3. I'm really excited for your reading. I'm just so amazed by the cards you're getting. Let's take a look at them. You got 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the Lovers reversed, the High Priestess reversed, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. With the Oracle cards, you get number 12, a change in the wind. Number 7, to the sea, purification and leadership. I am so excited about 3. I can't explain. Well, I can't. Let me explain. Now, overall, you can tell from the 8 tarot cards, 4 of them are Pentacles. This is telling me that a lot of your identity come with your financial stability and your independence. 9 of Pentacles is a very independent, self-sufficient person. This person is happy in their own energy. They're content with their achievement. They are not Jeff Bezos, but they have plenty of money and resources that they are getting everything they want. They have time for leisure. They probably work really, really hard to get to where they are. Or with 10 of Pentacles, you may come from an abundance and established family. Your family may have generational wealth. They're well known. They are prestigious. You come from an elite background. That's what these cards are telling me. And if you're not coming from a family like that, you are self-made. You are considered quite successful already. And nonetheless, with 7 of Pentacles, you're still hardworking. How is this the villain energy? How is this shadow? This is shadow because in our societies, people shame others for being abundance, for being comfortable, for living that nice life. Recently, I've been listening to this word a lot. It is not a new word, but I've never heard people using it as much as now, which is the word bougie. It comes from French. The origin of this word is to describe the middle class, self-made people. They are compared against the factory workers, the labor, the blue collars. In Marxism, this is bad. In Marxism, if you're a worker, if you're poor, if you are a farmer, you're great. You are the people. Marxism want to take over the established, the wealthy. And I see that you, in that sense, come from, or you have made yourself quite established. And this is partially or completely because of your own hard work. And there are people jealous of you. They may say things like, Pile 3 is the 1%, Pile 3 is privileged, Pile 3 are untouchable, Pile 3 is disconnected with reality. But know that that reality is their reality. Everyone have their own universe, have their own paradigm. Just because someone come from a privileged background or their prestige, for example, Princess Diana, she is the princess of people. She could have lived in her castle, lived her life, fulfilling her duty by the establishment. But she chose a life that's sharing love and showing love to this world. And we're still remembering her to this day. Just because someone is wealthy and rich doesn't necessarily mean that they are dishonest or mean. I'm just amazed by what you have established for yourself so far. With the Lover's card come in reverse, there may be a feeling people have for you that it's hard to be your lover because their standards, their expectations, not even just from you, coming from your background. You may even feel the same, that you cannot retain a relationship for a long period of time. You may rotate your lovers, and it is because in your paradigm, from where you're from and where you are now, they are things that's non-negotiable for you. For other people, they can tolerate it, but for you, it's just so uncomfortable and it's impossible. This might be difficult because you might want a union with someone, you might want a family, but it's been hard for you to find that person. With the High Priestess come out reversed, it's showing me that some people may think you are confused, or they're confused about you. They think you're secretive. They don't understand all your emotions. They don't understand all your motives. They don't understand your train of thoughts. And they project onto you. They may say that Pile 3 is secretive. Pile 3 is dishonest, which might lead you to a space of withdrawing, of being silenced, because you feel like a lot of people don't understand you. You don't even bother to explain to them because it's just so different. You are not from the same world, but yet you know that the world is not simply black and white. With the Knight of Wands come out reversed, again, it may telling us that you have a hard time sustaining your relationships. You may get bored really easily. You might find people's flaws and it just doesn't work out. And you may move on quite fast. It can also mean that you are impatient. For example, in a relationship, you want to find someone who's ready to go, who has the quality that you're looking for, instead of groom a person, because you know that we're not supposed to fall in love with someone's potential, because that's just illusion. That's a dream. You have to fall in love with someone for who they are right here, right now. It can also mean that alongside with the impatientness of yours, you can get frustrated quickly. You want to get out of the situation fast, or it can imply for people in your life, they get frustrated with you because they don't understand you. You don't have the obligation to show everybody everything about you. You don't have to tell everyone how you make your money, how much you make. You talk about your lifestyle. They hear that and they think, oh, Pile 3 has a really abundant life. They have a lot of opportunities. They've been around the blocks. They are living well. They have a hard time figuring out how you did it. They are frustrated with you. They wish you can share more. Share what you're comfortable with. You don't overshare because it's just none of people's business. You know, they want to be part of your life, by all means. If you don't resonate with each other anymore, it's totally okay to separate. With Page of Pentacles, it shows me that you have built a solid foundation. But from time to time, you may forget how well you've done. You might still feel like there's so much more you need to do. They're still going to achieve because you are aiming for, say, Mount Everest versus everyone is on a prairie. Your goal is so high up, but you're already halfway through there. So to you doesn't seem so unattainable. Some people may think that you are overly ambitious. It can also mean that you feel like time is limited. There's so much you want to do and there's not enough time. There's not enough daylight. There's not enough energy to go around. And you might stress out about your situation even though from the outside it already looks so great. And last but not least, you get 5 of Wands. This card is showing me that you have competitive peers. There are people in your circle that they constantly compare themselves against you. They want to be like you, but they don't tell you. They don't give you positive feedback. They say mean things. They are jealous. Being in your energy make them feel like they are not enough. And they make projections about themselves onto you. They may say things about you, but really it is about them. It may even impact your aura. It may even impact your emotion because some of these people have the gut to come in front of you and challenge you. I want to say that some of them even want to belittle you, but it's so unfair and it's egotistic. And they may even say that Pile 3 is egotistic because Pile 3 did this. But really your accomplishment is what brings your fulfillment. You feel happy, you feel joy, you feel like you are fulfilling your life purpose. And these people don't see that side of you. They only see the competition. They see you as a huge, how do I say it? Maybe benchmark. You are like the cousin that people or their parents always compare them to. Yeah, that's what it is. That's a lot. Okay, with your oracle cards, first of all, you get number 12, a change in the wind. Look at this card closely. There is a zebra. On top of the zebra, there is a tower and there's wind coming. First foremost, we all know that zebra is a wild animal. They cannot be trained and contained. So life is wild. You might be wild too. Some people may describe you as wild because the things you do, your thoughts, your action are just so out there. Like normal people don't do. But what is normal? I've been talking to my therapist about this because I'm trying to figure out what is my norm. And we've decided that norm, at least for me, is your perfect scenario. And it seems like neither way, you are a wild animal. You have a lot of thoughts. You want to do a lot of things. You like to travel. You're fast. You like to run fully charged. You are exciting, and yet some people are out there to retain you. They think that you don't follow the rule. You are the beat of your own drum. They're so uncomfortable, and you trigger some people for being so free. And the funny thing is being free, being yourself, bring your abundance, bring the lifestyle, bring the tribes that you're attracting, and you are doing well with what you're doing. And yet with this card, Spirit is reminding you that there are going to be obstacles. There are going to be people against you. There are going to be situations that doesn't work out the perfect way that you planned it. And that's just a way of life. Life is not perfect. Life is not a ladder. For some reason, for a very long time, the society, even movie, or people just want us to feel like if you follow a certain path, your life is going to be great. But that's not true. Everyone go through up and down. Everyone go through a pivot point. You know, there's Saturn return and we all go through that. We all go through challenges. Regardless of the level of your success, never forget that we are still human beings. We're still here. There are going to be obstacles. Leave room for yourself. Accept life. And how you accept life is by following the flow. Number 7, to the sea, make me think that you have to understand you are, after all, just one drop of the water in the ocean. There are 6 billion of us on this planet. You are going to make your mark. You're doing really, really well, but nonetheless, remember how small we are in this cosmos. Imagine that you are out of the space in a different galaxy, trying to find yourself, trying to find this body of Pile 3. It's impossible. First of all, you're so far away, and then you have so many planets and galaxy to go through. We are such a tiny piece of the universe. Don't forget and know that your guide is always there. They're guiding you. Both cards have compass on them. is showing me that you are going the way you're supposed to go, regardless of you know it or not. It's much easier that you go with the flow. Just do what seems perfect, easy for you at this time. Don't fight it. Like whitewater rafting, you go with the water, you don't go against the water. If you really want to attain a particular goal, but you've been hitting so many resistance, maybe it's time to take a break and see if you're missing something, if there's something else you need to do before you get there. And metaphors come to me as, a fly want to get out of your window and they keep hitting the window, not knowing that the window is cracked over there. If the fly were flying around, look around, it will find a crack and it doesn't have to kill himself. And it is time for you to find the flow in your life, to find what makes you happy, what brings you joy, and what make your heart sing. Just do that more. That is when you're in a flow state and useful thoughts and downloads can come to you easily. I got a feeling that your spirit guide, your higher self want to communicate you, want to get to you with some very important message, because a huge change, a huge transformation is coming upon your life quite soon. It might even arrive before December of this year. Right now it's October. So within the next 3 months, you're going to see things changing in a unimaginable way, and you're supposed to just let it happen. Don't resist it. Know that you're protected and you will be fine. Power 3. You are doing so well already. And why is universe bringing the lesson that's coming to you, the change that's coming to you? It is for you to purify your life. It's to create an opportunity to transcend. And we transcend in the third dimension by death. And this is not literally death, and death is not in your tarot reading. But I'm telling you that this death may be an ego death, maybe a breakup of a relationship, maybe an end of a project, or even your company is doing a layoff. Something is happening to you. It's quite impactful, but it's going to help you to purify your life, to get rid of the people, the things, the thoughts, the ideas that no longer serve you. And all these things, all these experience is for you to step into your leadership. I see that with your experience, you've already abundance, you've created a lot of things that you should be proud of. And it is time that you transition into a leadership role. Maybe you want to become a teacher and share your knowledge. I see a lot of people doing online courses during COVID, and they're still doing it. It can be your psychic, and who knows, it may evolve into something that's substantial for you, that bring you more resource so you can help more people. And know that life is a journey. A lot of us are trying different things right now that resonate with us in the name of finding our life purpose. But I don't even know, at some point I will say, oh, I know this is my life purpose and it's going to stay the same for the next 60 years. I don't know. But I'm doing this tarot card reading, for example, because I feel resonated about it. And you are called to do something along the line, because I see that you've already established a lot of resources, whether it's financial, whether it's your network, and you are being called to transition, make a change in your life. It might highly likely to be a passive change, that your circumstance is going to shift to open a new door or create a new possibility for you. And that is when you're going to step up and be the leader that you're called to be. House 3. I'm really proud of you. I hope this reading makes sense. Let me know, leave me a comment, and like this video, subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye.